Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Wednesday, July 31st, last day of July. So we're over a full month into Big Brother with less than a month and a half. Well, maybe a month and a half. I don't remember when the finale is. Mid-September to go. So we're like halfway. Close to halfway. And, nothing new and exciting to report. Nothing game-changing. I mean, again, it's little things. But when you have things happening like Cliff and Nick talking about how if either of them get head of household, they're probably going to have to put up Jessica and maybe Nicole because they don't want to go against the house. I mean, it's like, really? That's where you guys are at? You're just basically hoping to eke out one more week? I mean, think about that. You're praying that the alliance that you're against is going to fall apart, but you're not going to encourage that by putting up a couple of people on that alliance. Now, they know Christie has a power. Her damn power actually has had quite a bit of influence on the game, her revealing it. For her game, it didn't hurt. It really hasn't hurt her. The threat of her power has helped her. Not keeping it a secret was, maybe it worked out for her. I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed by it. But that's because it didn't help things work out the way I wanted them to work out. For Christie, you know what? It hasn't worked out that bad. So, there's that. What else? That's the problem. Today is what do I got to talk about? I'm not going to have lots to talk about tomorrow either. Same situation. There's just nothing. I mean, I don't care about talking about house guests doing things sexually, so that's not one of the things I usually cover, so we got to skip that part of yesterday because that happened again. Oh, nothing new. It was Jack and Annalise again. Was yesterday the dig, the zing? Was yesterday Nick's zing? Was that yesterday? I don't even remember now. I think Nick did a zing where he basically outed the fact that everybody knows that Jackson and Kat had sex before the show started, before the feed started. He basically said Jackson's body count was at 2, meaning that he's had, sex with a couple of different women. And Kat was surprised to hear that, Nick was aware, when in reality everybody in the house is aware. And so, obviously, in this particular case, Kat knows, well, there's only 2 people that could have spread that rumor. And she's one of them, and she didn't, so it must be Jackson. But I don't know what that gets her. I don't know what gets Jackson. I don't know what it does anything. It's not something that CBS is going to cover, really, I don't think. I mean, tonight's show, there you go. All right, here's a complaint. Here's a complaint. Watching the ads for tonight's show, it is going to be, they're going to show the Power Veto competition, which we see them herding sheep in the backyard, having to corral sheep and get them around, which I guess how Tommy got in trouble. He was getting a bit too rough with the sheep, shoving them or tackling them or whatever he was doing. And they said he got disqualified. I don't know if they're actually going to show that, though, is the thing. How are they going to show Tommy getting disqualified? They may just, play down Tommy and show other people playing. And it was a group participation thing. It wasn't a individual time thing. It was a group thing. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they're going to show this. But without getting, like people say, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, up in arms. The other thing, though, they show is that they're going to show this stupid fashion show thing that Tommy put together last week. and they're going to show that on the show. It's like, really? That's what we're going to watch? I mean, it's enough of a bit that they're going to include it in the show. And that's just, And then they show a clip of Jessica saying, this is what happens when you don't talk game, or this is what happens when you don't talk. I don't know what she said. It was like, yeah, we get a stupid fashion. I don't think that's necessarily what they meant. And I'm sure when it's shown, it may not be in that context. But if they're openly saying, look, when the house guests aren't, they're playing game. If they aren't going to talk strategy, they just end up doing nothing but goofing around. I don't know. I'm just, I'll watch it tonight, but tomorrow I may be complaining about it the whole time. Still have to go back and figure out if they talked about slop that much for my slop counter timer. I said we were at 125. What else? Super short one here, guys. I just didn't have much to talk about and was trying to prepare my mind for work-related stuff today and wasn't thinking about Big Brother. The Six Alliances, let's see. Annalise, I don't think she's just there. People are keeping her around. Obviously, she's Jack's plaything, but Jack is more interested in going far with Christy. Tommy and Christy are close. I'd say Christy is closer to Tommy than she is to Jack. Holly and Kat and Jackson would be, I'd say, the closest. Holly doesn't feel close to Annalise. Feels like Annalise doesn't have her game in heart. That she wants to keep Sam over Kat, but Sam's the one that's going. Jackson is quite a head case. Was sick yesterday and the day before a little bit. They think food poisoning. They think maybe undercooked fish. They aren't, or undercooked chicken or something not cooked well enough. He'll be okay. But yes, he's been not feeling well. And Jack has been trying to up his social game, talking to people, trying to get to know them better. Some of the people are seeing through it, though, and they realize he's just playing the game. So, at this point, I think it's Jackson. I hadn't said that I thought Jack wouldn't last, but I don't know, man. Nobody seems to be willing to take a shot at him. So it seems to me like it's going to be Jack, Christy, or Tommy in the end. That's really what I'm looking at. And that's not necessarily what I want, but that just seems like the obvious way things are going. Holly possibly too. So there, I've got down to 4. I'm throwing Holly back in the mix, just because I don't see Annalise or Jackson doing anything. But Holly has got a decent enough physical game and social game that I could see her doing all right. So I keep adding people back to the mix. But that's what I got. So I'm out of here, and hope you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you on Thursday morning when we have a live eviction on the way. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.